To assess Chloe's spelling, I use the primary spelling inventory. Here is Chloe's spelling sample right here. Next to each word misspelled, I wrote the correct word. The number of correct words that Chloe spelled is 2. And this is my power score, and I actually use this to discuss her work with my colleagues and her parents. Based on the estimated stages table on page 32 of Words Their Way, Chloe's spelling stage is middle letter name alphabetic. So after this, I used the feature guide for primary spelling inventory. Through this feature guide, I can see what she understands and the errors that she made. It also breaks down the spelling stage of the power score, and I can see better what vowels and blends that she understands. In the feature guide, I looked at every single word and went across the row to circle what Chloe got right and the parts of the word that she understood and knew how to spell. For parts of the word that she did not write or did not spell right, I simply did not circle it. When Chloe knew how to correctly spell a word, all of the parts of the word were circled. For the parts of the word she did not know, the parts were not circled, and she did not receive the points. For example, Chloe spelled the word right here, number 4, rob. We go over here, and she spelled it right. Therefore, she received 3 points, and I circled the R, the B, and the O. However, she partially spelled the word pet. Let's go down here to pet. She did spell the P right and the T, but she did not insert the E. If you look over here at her spelling inventory, she used the I instead of the short vowel of E. So I wrote an I beside of E. She got 2 points for this one. She also confused the short E for an I in the word sled. So we come down here to sled, number 8, and she used an I for the short E there as well. All of the other short vowels she did actually write correctly. So the 2 short vowel errors show us that she is using but confusing short vowels. In addition, Chloe is also using but confusing blends. If we come over here to the blends, under the blends category, she did use three blends. However, she confused the other blends that she missed. The result of the feature guide showed that Chloe scored 20 out of 56 feature points up here and 22 out of 82 total points. She made her first mistakes, like I said, under the short vowels. And it's important to note that the 2 mistakes that she made were the same. They were the short vowel of E that she mistook for an I. And like I said before, she got these blends right. So she is using short vowels, she's using blends, but she's confusing them. So for this reason, I will start instruction with short vowels. This is where we will start. However, I will also incorporate some blends because I see by this feature guide that she is understanding some blends. So I'm going to try to kind of merge these together, but like I said, start with the short vowels. And by looking at the feature score, we can assume that she is middle letter name alphabetic. That's her spelling stage. Middle, I said early to middle right here because she's got this over here, she's got these, and I'm using the feature points to be my guide for that. She spelled most of the short vowels correctly, and her power score, once again, is 2. Now, let's go to her writing, sorry. After this, I looked over Chloe's writing to see if I could find any connections to the feature guide. Out of the 2 sentences that she was asked to write, I noticed that she spelled 6 words correctly. The words that she misspelled, I actually wrote them beside beside the misspelled words, I wrote the correct words. Or right here, she was supposed to use an ST, she used an S, and so on. Now, the words that she spells right shows that she understands how to represent certain sounds in words, such as the op in stop. However, even the words that are spelled incorrectly show us that she has, once again, that correct understanding of initial and final consonants. So we go back over here and we see that she's got her initial and final consonants down. And we see that as over here. She was asked to spell, "The bus is coming. It will stop here to let me get on." So for get on, she actually wrote a G. She understood that get starts with that sound, and an N. So she understood the initial consonant here and the final consonant here. Also, Chloe uses the short E in the word let, but does not in the word get. Therefore, like I said, I will continue instructions for short vowel sounds, but also include some blends. I noticed she did not use a blend for the word stop right here. Chloe does use the right short vowel in the word bus. Overall, her writing sample did not show any blends, but only that she uses and confuses short vowel sounds. So once again, I will go back to giving her short vowel instruction and just kind of scaffolding in the blends. I will scaffold in blends because her feature guide shows that she's using but confusing them as well. Both Chloe's PSI and writing sample prove that she needs further instruction on short vowel sounds and blends.